Okay, now we're going to be talking about ledger lines for the bass clef. It runs on the same premise as the treble clef if you watched that video. If you didn't, well, here we go. When you are reading music, it goes around in circles in a cycle. We talked about that when we were reading the notes, that it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then starts all over again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and keeps going on. Going backwards, when you go down in music, you're backwards in the alphabet, so G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, and so forth, and just keeps going. Well, the same thing applies to the lines of the bass clef and the spaces of the bass clef. When you're reading the lines, if you remember correctly, the lines in the bass clef are G, B, D, F, and A. The spaces are A, C, E, G. In other words, good boys deserve fudge always, or whatever rhyme you want to remember. All cows eat grass, or again, whatever rhyme you want to remember. But notice the A is common to both of them. It's the end of one and the beginning of the next. And G is the end of the spaces, but it's also the beginning of the lines. So you can then conclude from that that when you are reading the notes of the staff, that the next space is just going to carry on from here. So G, next space. B, glad bags, next space. Don't, next space. Fall, next space. Apart. And then starts on A. So next space would be C. All cows eat grass. Glad bags don't fall apart. All cows, and so forth. And it just keeps going. So therefore, when I'm reading these lines, then this is A. So my next one is going to be all cows, which is also known as middle C, eat. And the third ledger line is going to be called grass. So it just keeps going. Same here. There's grass. Or the beginning of the lines, which is good, boys, deserve, fudge, always. And then it would start all over again. All cows eat, and so forth. And it would just keep going. The same thing, doing it going down in the bass clef. Now, I wrote the chart here on the side of the board because I always find this helpful. Whether it's treble or bass clef, it still works. So I still have glad bags don't fall apart, and starts over. All cows eat grass. Good boys deserve fudge always. Albert College eats garbage, and so forth. I used all of the rhymes, or different rhymes, just to have some fun. I get bored. What can I tell you? So here is the note G. Good boys deserve fudge always. Those are the name of the lines in the bass clef. Now we have to go backwards. So here's G right here. So the next line below is going to be E. The next line below is going to be C. The next line below is going to be A. There it is. Albert College eats garbage. Appleby College eats garbage. Whatever. You just have to know it backwards because you're going down, so you have to go backwards. Here, this is A. Remember, Albert College eats garbage. So that's the note A. The next space down, doing it backwards. A would be F, then D, then B, and then G. There it is. George Bush died Friday afternoon. So it works exactly the same way. Now you can work that way. It's much easier to read, say, a note that's up here on the second ledger line. I would just go, okay, that's A, is the top line in the bass clef. So Albert College eats. That's the note E, which is easy to identify. Or you can go through the very onerous task of going, okay, that note is the note A, so the next space is B, next line is C, next space D. Oh, that's the note E. Well, that's going to take forever when you have 100 notes that you have to name for the assignment. So again, when you go forward in the alphabet, you're going up. When you're going backwards in the alphabet, you're going down. And the same thing applies to the bass, the lines and spaces of the bass clef. You might have to watch this video a couple of times to get that concept. Once again, if you don't understand it still after watching this video, then by all means, of course, come and see me or ask any of the music teachers, and I'm sure that they will be more than happy to help you. So that concludes the assignment for ledger lines.